Hey, 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 it is time. It's time to reveal the August member exclusive savings challenge. I'm so excited for this one, you guys. This is like nothing I've ever done before, and I hope that you guys love it. So, as always, I answer the quick little questions. How do I join? There's a link below any of my videos if you're on a desktop, mobile, it depends. If you don't see the join button below the video, it should be near where the subscribe button is, but you do have to be subscribed. If you don't see the link, in the description box of every video, there is a direct link there. It says, if you want to join the channel membership, you can either click on that link if it's clickable, or if you can't click on it, copy it and paste it into a browser. That will give you all the details. You're not locked in just by clicking the join button. That will just tell you, again, the 3 tiers of the membership, the pricing, all of that. Membership is absolutely never required for my channel. It is just an additional way to support me. And then if you choose to join the membership, you get some exclusive perks. And if you are a part of the Boss Babe tier, which is the highest membership tier, you also get your free savings challenge every month. I do a video every single month revealing the savings challenge. If you're part of the membership and you want to be surprised, you don't want to know what the challenge is, you want to just, get it in the mail and see it then you can always skip the video or whatever, but I like to reveal it because I think it's super fun and I always like to know what you guys think. So, as I said, for August, I wanted to do something different, something that I haven't done before while still keeping it in the constraints that I have for my membership. And what I mean by that, I'll explain that in a minute. So for August, the theme is Make It Rain. So as always, you're going to get your little insert here that is going to give you all of the instructions on how to play, but you are getting a game this time. And as I said, I've never done a game and I'm just so excited about it because I don't know, it's just different and I think it's fun. So here is your game. Again, it's called Make It Rain. Now it is laminated and there's a glare, I'm sorry. So it is laminated. It is probably about an A5 size, a little bit smaller than an A5 size. So this is my A5 binder right here, and this is the game. So a tiny bit smaller, but it did leave space here at the bottom in case you wanted to punch it and put it in a binder. You can do that as well. It will not come punched, but if you want to punch it, that is an option that you have. So here is your game board. Now you'll notice there's no dollar amounts or anything like that. As always, I try to keep these, tailored to everyone. So in this game, you can fully customize it. You can use your own amounts. You will see there are 4 different symbols. You have your dollar sign, your umbrella, your dollar bill, and then your money bag. So this is your game board, as I said. And then you will also get a tracker. Okay, here's your tracker. And what you do before you play is you decide on a dollar amount to save for each symbol. Now, you can get creative and kind of think out of the box with this. You could, of course, just assign a dollar amount, but you could also say something like save $5 and roll again. Or, save $3 and roll a die and save that amount. However you want to do it. You don't have to just put dollar amounts in here. If you want to make it fun and a little more challenging for yourself, I gave you a lot of room here, to be able to write more than just a dollar amount. Now, if you also want to put a little fun, challenging spin on it, there's a little note down here for a bigger challenge. You can double any symbol in a circle, which means you'll see here on the game board there are several circles. So let's just say, for example, I designated $5 for this dollar bill. If I land on this, you can see it's in a circle, so I would double it and save 10. You don't have to do that. That is just an optional little fun thing there that you can do with the game. Now, something that I love about this is that there are multiple ways to play this, okay? So you have your game board, you have your tracker. You can play it like a traditional game. You can roll a die and just move along the board and save as you go. You know, again, you would save whatever dollar amount you're designating for your symbols. But you're also getting some cards with this, okay? Now, the cards are all on one sheet, so you will need to cut them out. If you want to laminate them, you can to make them more durable. The reason the only thing that's laminated on this is the game board is simply because of the weight. The weight, you know, for mailing has to be under 1 ounce. This already is over 1 ounce. So it's gonna, you know, be extra to mail these out, but that is the reason why nothing else is laminated besides the game board. I wanted to laminate the game board at minimum, you know, so that you guys can reuse it over and over. But if you want to laminate any of these, you know, absolutely you can. If you don't have a laminator, you can maybe see if a friend has a laminator. A local library or a Staples or something like that might have a laminator. If you know a teacher, maybe they can laminate it. Something. And I'm sorry that I didn't laminate all the pieces, but again, it just costs too much to ship these things out. And basically, you know, I would be losing money essentially if the cost to mail these was too much. So that's why every single month I try to give you a challenge that fits in that white envelope. Sorry, I had a fuzzy or something. That fits in that white envelope that I send my challenges out in, just for mailing constraints. Okay, so you get your cards. Now again, you can laminate these if you want. If not, that's fine too. You can just cut them out. But you'll see you have 1 card for each symbol, and then you have a couple extras here. So you can, instead of rolling a die for this game, you can also play where you pick a card and then you move to that symbol. For example, I pick the umbrella. So let's say I'm at start, I would move to the very first umbrella space that's here. And then basically I would save that amount, okay? However much I designated for my umbrella. As you can see, I included a couple bonuses. Roll a die and save. If you pick that card, if you pick this card, move back 3 spaces. So, you know, so you have not just each symbol, you have a couple additional things to do. But this time, in case you want more cards, because I realize, you know, this is only 6 cards. If you want to play with more cards, what I also did was I added an additional document in my freebies link on the Google Docs with more cards. So you're going to get a sheet of all of these symbols. So you have more symbols, so you can mix the deck up a little bit more. And, you know, it's still just the 4 symbols, but you'll have multiples. And then I also gave you a completely blank sheet of cards so you can customize it, okay? So you can write whatever you want in the cards, make it super fun, go out of the box, do whatever you want, and you'll have a bunch of cards to play. Now, the cool thing about that is you can print out as many as you want. So if you want to print out 50 cards, be my guest. So I just think that that is, you know, part of the uniqueness of this member challenge. And I think that's going to make it really fun to see kind of what people are choosing to do, if they want to use the additional cards or not. You don't have to use these at all. Again, you can just roll a die and just move along the board just like normal, okay? But the cards add a little extra spice. Now, the last thing that's included, because there is more, is you get a scratch off, okay? Now, again, you can do this a couple different ways. You can save this and just do this all on its own as a traditional scratch off. The numbers are only between 1 and 4, so I kept it super low, you know, again, just so that most people can do it. But what I intended this for is a bonus savings for the game. So if you're playing your game, let's say you either land on a $sign or maybe you're using your cards and you pick a $sign. I move to the $sign. I save however much I designated for that. And then I go through and I scratch a scratch off in the section with the dollar sign. So you can see each symbol has its own section, okay? So that is a little bit more of a bonus savings and something just to add, again, a little bit more fun to the board game. If you want to use this on its own in, not with the board game, you can also use the cards. And then you have, again, one for each symbol. Pick a card, whatever symbol you get, that is the section that you would scratch, okay? So that is what you get. I hope you guys like it. Let me know below what you think. Would you like to see more member exclusives maybe like this? I love the idea of adding like the extra stuff in the freebies link. Again, I know not everyone has a printer and things like that, which is why I included everything you need, in the mailing. But if you want to add extra, that is what that freebie link is for. So if you're not a member, you can also access that link, but obviously you won't have the game board or anything like that. But go for it if you want to do something with those cards or whatever. Let me know if you will be using the additional cards in the freebies link. And as always, let me know if you have any questions on the membership, on how to play the game, anything like that. But I want to know your thoughts because I am just so excited about this. So I love you all. Again, just a humongous thank you to all of you for your support, whether you're a member or not. I truly, truly appreciate you. I thank you so much for being here, for spending time with me, chatting, watching the videos, all the things. And I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.